Instagram, which I barely be on Facebook and Instagram, but I do be on top of it. YouTube. I also have a Facebook page and Instagram page. But you go on it, you'll find me on it. I don't know how to do all this internet stuff, so I'm still getting better at it. But the main reason I'm putting this post is to bring awareness to families who have little children. Be careful what you post on Facebook. I don't add people that I don't know. The most people I have on my Facebook is family, friends that I grew up with, and friends that I went to school with. That's it. I don't have no random people on my Facebook. I might have some randoms, don't get me wrong. Everybody has some randoms on their Facebook page, but I don't constantly add people I don't know. And I don't talk to the people that I have on my Facebook page. I talk to a few people. But this woman put something on Facebook. She befriended a person on Facebook that she had no clue who he was. She posted something about her child on Facebook, and her child was kidnapped. So I'm gonna put this video. I'm not gonna be in it because I'm about to put my phone down, but I'm gonna put this video up, and I want everybody to just watch it and be aware of why I don't really do social media too much, and yeah, and I won't let my child have a social media till she's old enough to grow a chest and be old enough to be on Facebook, because I read something about an 11-year-old on Super Nanny who was on the site talking reckless to these boys and talking to grown men and just, you know, and her parents had no idea about it. That's why I don't allow my daughter to have Facebook or any social media for that matter. She has nothing. And she's only 9. She has nothing. But here's the video, you know, comment if you want. But just be aware that stuff like this in this video, excuse me, stuff like this in this video can happen. You want to keep your kids safe.
This mother lost her child because she made a mistake on Facebook. Keep your eyes open. The internet and its social networks can both be a curse and a blessing. This mother had to learn that painfully. Everyone should know her story and draw the right conclusions. It is about the welfare of our children. Children, imagine that you're on Facebook and get a friend request from a stranger. As I said, you don't know he or she at all. But the profile picture is actually quite nice and it speaks to you somehow. So then you accept the request. Just like that. What could go wrong? Wrong. Everything quickly forgotten, because you have something much more important to do. Your daughter, or son, is starting school for the first time. You're so proud of your offspring, how she has made herself ready for her big day, and you post the best photos on Facebook. Underneath you write something like, "What a day. Unbelievable how big my sweetheart has become." Then you even link the picture with the name of the school and upload it on Facebook. A couple clicks, done. But the consequences are terrifying, because what then happens in secret is unimaginable. The stranger whom you have added to your friend list a few days ago has now long saved the picture, uploaded it to an online catalog, and sent it to hundreds of men around the world. Her writes underneath it, "Young blood, American girl. Not even 6 years old. Only $5,000. You have no idea this is happening, for it's all going on behind your back. But the horror first begins when you want to pick up your daughter from school a few weeks later, but no one is there. You look everywhere, ask everyone who you pass while stricken with tears, 'Have you seen my kid? My kid?' What is now happening with the little one is something you probably don't want to know. And all of this wouldn't have happened if you hadn't committed this serious mistake. And even if you're lucky and your child is spared, the disgusting feeling of knowing that your sweetheart's picture will end up in a catalog for child molesters. So, stop friending strangers on Facebook. It's better to have one less friend than to live through this horror story. We must never forget this message. Be vigilant and nurture a healthy dose of skepticism while dealing with strangers on the internet. Reject friend requests from strangers. And most importantly, no pictures of children, because they often land in the wrong hands. Pedophiles often look for such openness. In real life, you wouldn't show everyone your private life, right? Please share this important warning with all your friends. It can prevent a tragedy.
Okay, that was the video. And another thing I want to say is, apparently she was kidnapped from the school. I don't know when this post was made, and when it was made don't really matter because this is a true fact. So you know what I'm saying. But another thing I wanted to say about that, as far as the school wise, the school plays a part of a responsibility in that child's disappearance, because the school my daughter goes to, this is any school my daughter's ever went to, they were not allowed to walk out that door unless their parent was there to pick them up, whether it was a car rider or a walker. At the school my daughter go to now, they won't come out their door unless the teacher calls their name. If they're outside on a playground, they have to stay on that playground until their teacher walks them to the car. They can't just go get in the car with no teacher with them. That's just how the school she goes to now is. The school she went to before, when I stayed in Spartanburg, she couldn't come out that door, period. The teacher would stand right there at the door with her, walk her out the door to her parent, or her parent would have to pick her up at the door. If she was a car rider, the teacher would walk her out to the car. That's just how it went. They can't go nowhere without a teacher around, and that's how all these schools need to be. Because if the person doesn't have an ID, whatever, like my child's schools did, if you don't have an ID and you're not on that list, you can't pick that child up. If we ain't never seen you before, you can't pick that child up. Stuff like that. How does a 6-year-old get kidnapped at a school that's supposed to be watched by all these teachers? Y'all, the responsibility to the teachers is the students, so the teachers need to be making sure they keep their eyes on those students at all times when their parents are not there. So now that lady had to go try to pick her child up, and her child was nowhere to be found. Who knows if she ever saw her again? Just be aware that stuff on social media can happen like that, and keep your children close and your enemies closer, honey, because that's why I don't talk to people now. Peace. Subscribe if you like my videos. If not, okay, good. I'm glad you watched it. Thanks, deuces.